How y'all doing? Okay, so this is the Masterbuilt Sportsman Elite gas propane smoker. Standard features: control the high to medium and low temperature off and the igniter. This is a single door operation. It has your vent system on the back, so that's pretty good. And in this case here, we're just going to bring this one back to life. So it looks, on all accounts, it looks okay. There's a little bit of mold, as this was left outside from just a buddy who donated it to Wildcall Acres. So what we're going to do today is show you a brief clip and how to just revitalize it, get it back to normal. It's a very simple process. We're going to go walk through the seasoning cycle. We're going to make sure that the vent works well. Spray down the walls with a little bit of cooking oil. Wash all of the grates in Dawn and hot soap, and then coat them in cooking oil. You can spray them with Pam or any Weber barbecue spray, something of that effect. In here you've got the wood chunk, wood chip tray. I'm also going to actually try pellets in this case because it is a holiday today and none of the stores are open and I have run out of wood chips. And then you've got your water tray to manage your humidity. So we'll see you in a few minutes when we come back and look at the after. Welcome back. So as you can see, we've done a clean on the inside, a little bit more rust on the bottom. So one of the things that I used was a vacuum cleaner, just a standard shop vac, just to vacuum out cobwebs or any loose debris. So what had come off the bottom there wasn't actually paint, but rather just the standard smoker soot that usually collects on the inside. So one of the things I'm going to do is, as you can tell, we've got a couple resources here. So this is the wood chip box. I'm actually going to continue using it. So I'm going to try it the way it is, but what I tend to do is swap these out eventually with a cast iron skillet that I usually pick up at Cabela's or Princess Auto or something to that effect. I just find that the cast iron skillets help the wood chips not actually start on large flames. So this is the water tray, which looks a lot better, and then as you can see, the grates look much cleaner. One of the things I'm going to do before I fire it up as part of the seasoning process, instead of using just cooking oil, I actually just pulled some slightly day-old fryer oil. We have a small Sultan fryer that we use for making samosas or anything like that, and just a brand new paintbrush. And so I'll assemble this back together, and then I'll give the entire inside, including the door, the back, the floor around the burner, all the trays, the water tray, I'll brush down with the fat and the fryer grease, and then once we come back, then we should be good to walk through the seasoning process. Alright, welcome back. So what I'm going to do now is, now I've got my fry grease. And it's a pretty simple process, but you want to make sure that it's you've covered the inside as much as possible. This is really going to help stimulate the first seasoning. Really seals in that flavor, which is really what we want to do. So what we're going to do is you're going to do this on the inside of the door. The same goes for the inside, so really focus on, the trays and the grates. We'll take this water tray out. Don't want that in there. But just a light brush. We don't need to get out of control and coat it. It's probably got a total about a cup of the fryer grease in here. And I'm going to go through and I'm going to do the whole inside. I'm going to focus on the up as well, on the top portion as well. And then I'm also going to do around the floor where you saw some of that grease, that old hardened charred soot had kind of broken off. So this will seal in that oxidization that's taking place. And once we fire this up, we'll give it about 2 hours of total seasoning time. We'll rotate between low temperatures and high temperatures and give it time to rest so it can really build up. And we'll see you when we come back. Welcome back. So as you can see, hopefully the light's good, but the inside is really nicely coated. It's a light brush with fry grease, a little bit of cooking oil. Everything's clean looking. The doors nice and clean as well. So what we're going to do is, in this case, I don't have wood chips like I had said before. It's a long weekend, and currently the stores are closed for me to go pick up and replenish my wood chips. But what I do have, these are Traeger pellets that are mesquite flavored. So I'm going to try these. I've done it in the past for other style smokers, and it works okay. I'm a big fan of the wood chips though, or splitting and drying our own. So we'll see how it goes. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this this tin in here, and we're going to fill it up, put it inside, and we'll fire it up and we'll take a peek. We'll see. All right, so put a little bit of these in here, see how they make out. Cool. So again, like I had said before, one of the things that I'll usually do is I'll wait till this has been, we'll call it really well used, and then I'm going to replace this with a cast iron skillet. And the standard size of these smoke boxes, you can actually buy a cast iron skillet that's very, very, very close. So if it does have a guide tray, the cast iron skillets at Cabela's or Princess Auto, you can, if you look really hard enough, you can actually find a 6" by 6" square with a small 1/4 inch to a 1/2 inch lip on the edge of it. So I'm going to put that in here. We'll put the gas on. Now, this is the first time I fired this one up. I think we're going to have to replace that igniter. I'll have to come back and do that. Welcome back. Welcome back. So as you can see by the last video, I was having issues firing it all up. But I managed to just fiddle with the igniter. It actually worked out okay. It just actually needed me to pull it apart, clean the contact, tighten the nut where the igniter connects to the control panel, and no problem at all. But so, what you can see right now is, I'm not sure if you can actually see the smoke. If you can't, that's definitely okay. You can see there. Hopefully you can see that. So what I'm doing is working through the seasoning process. Everything's nicely cleaned up. Looks really, really good. So current temperature, obviously I would say don't rely on these wholeheartedly. Make sure you buy your own external. But regardless, it's been sitting at approximately, let's call it 170 to 180, 175 to 200, somewhere in between there, which that's the temperature I love. It's been sitting there for about 25 minutes actually. So I think it's doing quite well. So I'm going to give you a peek as to what this looks like. So definitely working, doing a nice job, nice low flame to kind of shake those around, make sure that they're burning. Looks really good inside, so really exciting. So hopefully you enjoyed how to revitalize smoker. One of the reasons that I think it's a great idea is the time invested in me cleaning this up and going through the seasoning process. Accumulatively, it's about an hour. It'll take you about an hour after you unbox a brand new one. They can be anywhere from $100 to $350 to purchase, but sometimes you can find one online for next to nothing, and put a little bit of TLC into it, and then you'll appreciate the flavor and the love of your cooking. So hopefully you enjoyed this, and we'll take care.